The idea for Frontiers for Young Minds was born about 4 years ago when we found an open access journal for kids that would basically report the most up-to-date science. We came up with this model that scientists are writing articles for kids and the kids will review them. So we wanted to give them a snapshot on what our fields are, and we started with a field that I represent, the field of neuroscience. And the way we do that in practice is that we have small groups of kids or classrooms that are mentored. I have worked with the Riverside School for several years now, and they always wanted to get an article about brain evolution. So what changes in brains, with one species to the next species. And each year this would come up with Mark, the science teacher. And finally I got this article that I thought, this is the right article for the Riverside students because they are so interested in brain evolution. So I want to start with this here. Do you know what this is?
A shoebox.
It's a shoebox. And do you know what a brain scientist has in a shoebox?
Brain.
That's right. How did you know that?
We need to be aware of what advances are being made all the time. What we understood about the brain 20 years ago is now obsolete. We're learning more things every day. For something like neuroscience, I think children need a basic knowledge of what the brain is, how it works, so that once they go to middle school, once they go to high school, they can do actual research. I mean, there are materials becoming available where high school students can be involved in brain research.
Any idea what the kind of signals are that neurons are exchanging?
I guess that they would be like electrical pulses. Yeah.
Yes, it's electricity. This is a recording, and what you will hear are little crackles. And each crackle is one electrical signal that this neuron is sending out. Nate, what do you think about your own hypotheses?
I still think it's true. I saw this picture where it's the front of the face and then the ears were sticking out a lot.
Okay.
And that it triggered them too.
But it has to be probably a full view of an ear at the very least, right? Because there were lots of views where you could see partial parts of the ears and it wouldn't respond.
We've had opportunities to go to the Princeton Neuroscience Institute. They've seen functional MRIs, and neuroscience is making leaps and bounds every day, and it's great for students to actually have that opportunity to experience it now so that they're inspired possibly to pursue that as a career in the future.
They have very original thoughts, and this is very refreshing. We will see in 10 years or so when we basically have the first generation enter college or graduate school. There will be some saying, yes, the first time I heard about the brain was through Frontiers for Young Minds.